My name is Robert Christopher Wayne Weathers. I live at 3102 Central Hill Road, Acre, Mississippi, 38841. I am under attack by Scientology. They are planning another assault. With worms, remote controlled worms. I have parasites coming out of me, out of my skin. That's why I don't have a shirt on. I'm hoping they remove them. Yes, this is disgusting. So Scientology, from what I have experienced, there's more space in the universe than humans can see. There are extra dimensions. We have biology in these extra dimensions. We utilize this biology to have an afterlife. Scientology is the practice of utilizing this extra dimensional biology before we die. They remove it from themselves and they utilize technology and techniques to turn it into an upper dimensional vehicle. Yes, I'm sick. I just got assaulted in the brainstem. Yes, a few moments ago. Yes, I'm experiencing trauma. I'm in pain. I'm losing brain function. Yes, I'm being murdered. They're victim shaming me. I'm being harassed. This has been going on for most of my life. So the same technology that allows them to drive their upper dimensional biologies also allows them to drive other biologies that are not their own. They can drive humans, animals, insects, and worms in all dimensions. And some of these people have become addicted to driving parasites through people. Yes, they poison people with parasites and drive these parasites through this person's biology. They sit in front of a computer screen on their third dimension and drive parasites. No, I'm not experiencing other people's biology. I am extremely ill. I have lost most of my brain function. I have heart damage, lung damage, organ damage, damage to my central nervous system, and damage to my sexual organs. They have removed most of my upper dimensional biology. Yes, refer to my other videos. Yes, I'm hearing voices at the moment. No, this is my biology. These people have afflicted my medical professionals. They won't let me receive help. So this technology that they use, it interfaces with their brain and central nervous system. Yes, it is extra dimensional technology. Some of this technology records sensory perception input, such as sight, hearing, taste, touch, smell, and some of it artificially stimulates brain and central nervous system tissue. So it elevates hormones like testosterone, estrogen, and growth hormone. It also elevates neurochemicals like dopamine, norepinephrine, and serotonin. It has an extremely narcotic-like effect upon the user. These people are extremely psychotic and delusional. They have extreme irritability. They are extremely violent. They have addictive behaviors. They are jealous, petty, and machoistic, greedy, sociopathic. Yes, they're messing with the worms in my stomach now. They're making it hard to breathe. Yes, they won't leave me alone. They do this 24/7, non-stop. This is home invasion and stalking. Yes, they have turned my parasites into surrogates. They apply parasites in a few different ways. Either they break and enter and contaminate your food and water supply, or they use insects and animals to carry loads into your environment. They like to use cats and dogs and insects. So they can literally take a housefly and fly a load of parasites into your drink using a housefly. Yes, this technology gives them the ability to drive organisms. It's Scientology's tech. They've been doing this for years. Yes, this started with internet companies, social media. So about 15 years ago, social media marketing companies, they started stealing eye nerves from people and brain tissue and other biology, because having possession of these body parts gives them the ability to invade our privacy, to see into our environment. And they use this information to control the algorithms for our social media and our internet, and to control the ads that we see on the internet and on the television, commercials, and on the radio, in an attempt to try to sell us things, to increase consumerism. And many companies have bought into this business of using extra dimensional body parts to invade our privacy. I'm getting sick. They're assaulting me at the moment. Get away from me, you're breaking the law. Stop driving my parasites. You're breaking the law. You're breaking the law. Stop driving my parasites. Yes, I'm being harassed. And they're driving parasites. You stop harassing me and stop driving my parasites. No, my thought patterns are being interfered with. They're being staged and modified and provoked by you people. Artificially stimulating brain tissue. You're making me see things and hear things. And you are physically assaulting me. They try to provoke a self-defense response. They try to make me think about defending myself. I'm extremely ill. I have lost a lot of brain tissue. Most of my extra-dimensional brain tissue is gone. They have installed transplants and molecular transfers. Yes, to try to keep me functioning. I'm on life support. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This is horrible. It is extremely evil and violent. I've done nothing wrong. I got forced to assimilate by the Scientology community, a bunch of rich people and government agents. And I did not accept their advances. They tried to control me. They tried to take over my life. Then they became violent and hostile. And this was 13 years ago. And it has gotten worse and worse over the years. All of these rich people, they see me as a commodity. I'm part Native American. My Native American name is Crazy Bird. I am an author. I write literature. So I wrote Crazy Bird comics. I wrote the Environmental Creation Agency. I wrote Divine Currency or Buffalo Dollars. I wrote Alien Bob, Bug Bob, Space Bob, and several other stories. Yes, they got to witness me writing my intellectual property. Some of it. I've been writing my whole life. They seen this as of great value. Well, these people responsible for installing this technology started selling seats to other Scientologists to allow them to invade my mind space, to read my thoughts, for personal enjoyment, and to gain ideas and to steal intellectual property. Then it turned into biological theft. So then they wanted to harness my intellectual abilities for themselves. They wanted the ability to write and create and think as I do. So they started removing brain tissue, extra-dimensional brain tissue, and used it for transplant purposes. And then some of it has been interfaced to machines that allows them to access my neurons and thought patterns and memories. Yes, I'm sick. Yes, I'm in pain. I'm having a hard time breathing. I have a big load of parasites. Yes, my medical professionals have been afflicted. They won't let me receive help. If I leave, they'll hurt me worse. I almost die every time I leave. And they're all sitting there all happy because they're sociopaths. This is Scientology. They constantly hurt people and take what they want. I said, not all aliens do this. No, it's been staged events. Yes, you staged all of these events. No, they are not just killing me. They are planning my afterlife. So there is an entanglement property between our extra dimensions and our third dimension. If you remove extra dimensional biology, especially brain and central nervous system tissue, no matter where you take it in the universe, you are still in this tissue. You still have to experience this biology. Yes, so they can literally remove brain tissue or parts of your biology and take it to a remote location, and you have to experience everything this biology goes through. You experience it after death if it is artificially stimulated. So they could take a piece of brain tissue and wait till you die and then stimulate this brain tissue, and you will experience it in the afterlife. And that's what they're doing to me. They are planning an experience in the afterlife. Yes, it is going to be torture, pain and suffering and discomfort. My biology is in many different pieces. Many different people have possession of individual biology or multiple pieces of biology. Yes, if they would not artificially stimulate me, then I would not have an afterlife. I would not experience anything. It requires a healthy biology to have an afterlife. You have to produce your own biochemical electricity, your own homeostasis. Please get away from me. You're breaking the law. Yeah, they subject me to harassment, assault, victim shaming, and bad psychology. I have been kidnapped. I do not consent for you to read my thoughts. I do not consent for you to have possession of my biology in any dimension. I do not consent to be artificially stimulated. I do not consent to be spoken to. I do not consent to you making me see things. I do not consent to you being on my property in any dimension. And no, I do not consent for anybody to use my intellectual property. Now I'm getting yelled at. A girl from MPB, marketing companies and media companies. I'm very sick. Yes, I'm in pain. My brainstem is in pain. My stomach, they're pressing up against my lungs. I can barely breathe. Yes, they remove parts of my brain. For one, this technology allows them to utilize another person's neurology as their own. So they can literally do brain transplants in the upper dimensions. And two, I'm still in this biology. So they can record this information as I think, as I write my intellectual property. And just think in general, they enjoy it. It is entertainment to them. And they're also making a snuff film. No, I'm not being consumed. They're probably pretending to consume parts of me. In the afterlife, we don't consume meat. We are designed to consume the elements. These are third dimensional humans on Earth driving their upper dimensions. I know these people in real life. Social media, Facebook, Microsoft, Google, Mississippi Public Broadcasting, NPR, the marketing companies, several big businesses, several tech companies, several politicians. Barack Obama is one of them. The military, the CIA, the FBI, the Department of Justice, they all have Scientologists working for them that are beholden to the Scientology community and not to the government or to the public. She says, well, I'm going to use your story. You're breaking the law. No, I've had recording devices. I don't let them keep devices inside of my brain. I make them take it out. The installation or interfacing of this technology requires brain damage. They literally have to cut your biology and brain tissue and central nervous system tissue to implant this technology. It is extremely invasive. It causes harm, pain, and dysfunction. The only reason these people allow it to happen is because it gets them high. It has a narcotic-like effect upon their biology. It makes them feel as if they were on drugs. Yes, it covers up their pain and brain damage. But even though you have pain relief, you still experience pain and dysfunction. Part of your biology is damaged, and there's a sensation there, even if you don't experience it, or even if you don't realize it. That's what these people go through. Yes, I'm very sick. I'm in pain. This is Scientology. So the human genome produces an 11-dimensional organism with horns on our head. We are Nunakais. We are designed to fly through outer space. We have a head covering. We are very thick and well built. We have many layers and many dimensions. We have big hands, short arms compared to the length of our arms. We have these tubes that come out of our feet that expel waste. We have a soul tube. And we can fly. We can even do molecular transfer. We can move particles around with our mind, with our eyes and our hands. We are Nunakais. So Scientologists cut part of this biology off of themselves while they are still among the living. They remove some of the dimensions. And they utilize this biology to create upper dimensional vehicles. So they like to remove the layers from themselves. Every 3 dimensions, our biologies create a layer. So they like to remove the layers from themselves. So these biologies can't function properly in this state. You have to leave organs and tissues behind on the origin biology in order to survive, in order to stay alive. You can't live without extra dimensional biology. You would die. So they had to leave some behind. So that presents a problem for their upper dimensions, the biologies in which they wish to drive. So they had to steal body parts from other humans and other species in an attempt to make themselves whole and function properly again. So they take organs and tissues from other humans and other species such as lizards, insects, and worms. They make a few types of alien forms. There are the blues, the bloods, the blues, the grays, and the greens. They make lizard people. They make a few types of lizard people. And they make insectoids or bug people. And they make worm people. And they use worm biology in a lot of the processes of creating their upper dimensional biologies. Yeah, Scientology is a medical profession. They are transplant specialists. It is all they do. They literally remove body parts over and over and over and over again. Either they're helping a person practice Scientology, which is removing biologies and body parts from multiple organisms and sticking them together, or they're taking biologies and organs from other organisms to create surrogates. Another organism in which they can drive. Now getting Wittgenstein. Yes, because the extra dimensions transcend time, they have been with me my entire life. I have experienced assault over and over and over again throughout my life. And my entire friends and family, everyone that I'm affiliated with, has been afflicted. They are all surrogates. My parents, my grandparents, my friends, my co-workers, my neighbors, everybody that I am affiliated with or ever have been affiliated with are afflicted in some manner. So they could have an effect on me and control my environment. I'm still in pain. My brainstem is in pain. And they're still applying pressure to my stomach, my organs, and my lungs. Says they're counting down. You're breaking the law. Stop driving my parasites and get away from me. They're going to drop this big biology in outer space, which probably has my biology attached to it. This is their entertainment. So this technology that they use is giving them a narcotic-like effect. They are twacked out of their heads. Yes, they're getting off on it all high and happy. They're sociopaths. Yes, they're literally having fun doing this. Aliens. We are Anunnaki. That is our bloodline. That's a true afterlife. Now, Scientology can help you create a Anunnaki-like biology. They can take your Anunnaki features and turn them into a biology in which you can drive. They say you lose a lot. You don't need to lose those features while you are still alive. You become very sick. Most of it has to do with energy transfer. So we are designed to transfer energy through the dimensions and through to another particle. So our biologies consist of multiple particles. They call it the light and dark particles. Please stop. I'm being harassed. I'm getting a death threat. Please get away from me. You're breaking the law. Yeah, so we need these body parts attached to us so we can transfer energy. We transfer energy from light to the dark side, plus through all the dimensions. We do this in every dimension. Yes, we utilize every body part while we are still alive in all dimensions. If you lose anything off of your biology while you are still alive, you suffer. You lose something. I have experienced it. Every single biology, every single body part coming off, you lose something valuable. Some of us don't notice it or right off the bat or notice it very much. Some of your upper dimensional biologies, you use them, but you barely know that they are there. Depends on which body part or which organ. It's such as skin or horns. You can whack those suckers right off while you're still alive and you don't even know it. Yes, some body parts you do. I've seen them, but I have never seen the inner workings of our extra dimensional biology. I've only felt or experienced them being removed. So I can't give you a detailed explanation of exactly what we have and what is where. Just a basic, I have a basic understanding of it. They call us aliens because in the afterlife, we are designed to go to outer space, to live in outer space, never to return. Yes, in the upper dimensions only. No, we are not demons. We are Anunnakis. There's a difference. A humanoid with horns on our head. These horns are different than a goat's horns. These horns are straight up. They stick straight up and they're stuck together, just like this. Yes, they do. Some of these people separate them, but they're not designed to do that. They're designed to stick together and go straight up. Yes, there is a light and dark side. And then there is supposedly another particle attached to it, so another energy signature or something. And upon death, we merge everything together into one biology. I guess they call it our soul or the embers. It says with a little help. So there are different forms one can achieve in the afterlife. I think the most common forms are lizard people, blue blood aliens or greens, and Anunnaki. Someone said we are Anunnaki through and through. Yes, these horns are like a keratin material. They're made of like hair and nails, except they are a different particle. They are not the same type of particles in which we see in the third dimension. Yes, these people are stupid. Now, this is what I have experienced. Now, I understand that there are ways that you can make a person see things or hear things, such as nanotech or illegal surgeries, illegal digital implants, which is implants without a person's knowledge. Because I've had several surgeries throughout my life in which I was anesthetized or put under. Something could have happened in that moment to make me see things and hear things. But this is what I have experienced. And I see it and I hear it. And I feel it. That's just a hypothesis. Oh yes, I have mortal wounds constantly. This is illegal. No, I have experienced it. No, I have been ordained. I've literally inhabited another biology in outer space on multiple occasions. I don't go very far. They kill me. That's how they killed my upper dimensions. They ordained me. They put me on my upper dimensions. They let me take off flying and bam, killed me. I guess they wanted me to get that experience to let me know that it's real. No, I'm experiencing. No, this is exactly what I'm experiencing. I'm just letting you know about my psychology, the proper way to think, critical thinking. I'm not crazy or delusional. I do not hallucinate. I do not experience things that are not really there. I know that I have parasites because they have come out of my animals and myself. I don't know why I got rid of them, but I did. Yes, I can draw you pictures. This was a long time ago. I feared for my life. Yes, these people act like they're my friends when it matters to them, and then when they don't, they're hostile. Feel a little better. Yes, these are third dimensional humans practicing Scientology because they have communicated with me on their third dimensions. Yes, I know the difference between the feeling of upper dimensional tissues and third dimensional tissues. And the closer it gets to your third dimension, the more intense the feeling is. So your upper dimensions, you feel them very little. But the closer it gets to your third dimensions, you experience it more intensely. Yes, they give some people the dome on the earth spiel, but they put things in our eyes. So they have these devices they can put in our eyes to cause parallax, so they can make the stars move. If there is a dome, it's upper dimensional. Or it's a different